Josh LaValle, Justin, assistant instructor over at Complete MMA. And we now have Cord Carruthers from Taylor Volkswagen, and he has a vested interest in this next fight with Jessamyn the Gun Duke versus Charmaine Not So Sweet Tweet. Welcome to the center ring table, Cord.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Fantastic fight so far tonight. The action's been amazing.
It has been amazing. So, we've seen about 8 MMA fights, or 7 MMA fights tonight. We have one more left. But this is a mixed Muay Thai match, and your wife, Charmaine Not So Sweet Tweet, is fighting a competitor from Kentucky named Jessamyn the Gun Duke.
That's correct, Jeff. The Muay Thai rules are a little bit different than the MMA. This will be a mostly standing fight. There's no ground game here. Punches, kicks, knees, and elbows are all welcome here. This is going to be a fantastic fight. Both girls have a fantastic record and are ready to go for this fight.
Awesome. I know I did our pre-fight interviews.
Our next fighter from our hometown here.
I think it's going to get loud. It's going to get loud in here right now, Jeff.
Absolutely, no question. This seems to be a really great crowd tonight. A fantastic level of energy.
She's got a record of 10-1-1.
Both girls are in fantastic shape. And this is
In the red corner, Charmaine Not Too Sweet Tweet.
So Charmaine Tweet is actually the current IFMA world champ, the current IKF world champ, the current Canadian Muay Thai champ, with a record of 10-1-1. She's been training, what, 9 years, you said?
Absolutely. She started in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, approximately 9 years ago under Duke Rufus. Since that point, she's gone 10-1-1 and winning her 2 world titles. And following the Canadian title this year, she trains full time. And listen to that crowd as she walks in. This is amazing stuff. Jessamyn Duke also holds a few records. So these 2 girls, they've been waiting to match up for 3 years. And we finally got able to put this fight together tonight.
Fantastic. That sounds exciting. And this is mixed Muay Thai, but it sounds like there's some MMA in her future.
Yeah, that's correct. She joined the Complete MMA under AJ Skiles about 1.5 years ago, and she's making the transition to MMA. This should be one of her last Muay Thai fights before making the transition in January to MMA.
I know I talked to Jessamyn the Gun Duke before. I asked her what her occupation was, and she's basically a personal trainer and instructor, really positive, great competitor. Saw some of her videos on YouTube. But when I was asking you earlier what Charmaine does, you were telling me, yeah, she's working for the bank, and I was like, wow, I'd hate to be the robber or the guy that tried to rob her bank.
Absolutely, she gets teased a lot about that at work. She works a full-time job at the credit union, as well as being a full-time mom of 2 boys. So finding training every day, she has to drive 1.5 hours just to train each day also. So it's a full week for her, but it is her passion, with the hopes of maybe making this a full-time MMA career in the near future and being able to get out of the 9 to 5 at the bank.
And is this right? I just think I saw that she's a reality TV star?
That's right, Jeff. A few months ago, we put in an application to appear on the TV show Wipeout Canada. It was just on a dare, more or less, and out of 47,000 applicants in Canada, she was one of the 20 that was chosen. So she got the chance to fly down to Argentina about 6 weeks ago and compete, and did an amazing job down there. There's Charmaine entering the ring now. You can tell with the crowd going nuts, you can tell Charmaine just entered the ring. We can definitely expect a hard-hitting, fast fight here. This will be a non-stop action fight.
We've seen Charmaine Tweet fight in Saturday Night Fights, the first one.
Absolutely, against Margaret Moretovich from Toronto, and that was an amazing fight. They did a great job, and Charmaine took that fight on decision, I believe.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, typically, one of the things that we always get asked about in Muay Thai fights is they do this spiritual beginning or this dance. I heard she's really upset and quite angry because of the amount of weight she had to cut.
This is the lightest weight she's ever fought at, 147. It was a tough weight cut for her. She usually fights at 155. It was a long night last night, and I think she's angry. We'll see what happens here at the beginning of the fight.
So both fighters touch gloves. Now, what do you look to gain advantage in a Muay Thai fight?
Strikes. You want to see punches and kicks, knees and elbows, as many as you can. What you're going to see from Charmaine probably is a lot of clinching and strong knees. From Jessamyn, Jessamyn's got quick kicks and knees also. They have a similar fighting style, both these girls.
And I've always heard that the majority of muscle strength is always in the legs, and I've been hit by a couple knees before, but I don't think people realize that even those knees that don't hit perfectly, they still do damage.
Absolutely, they take the wind right out of you, and they can do damage. Charmaine in her second fight threw a knee and broke a girl's sternum, dropping the girl to the mat in her second fight. You know, there can be things. Well, she's training with mostly men all the time. She's consistently dropping these guys with knees there. It hurts. I don't train against her, that's for sure.
That's what I remember talking to AJ about Charmaine, and he said, you know, people want to train with her once, and they never want to train with her twice. So it speaks volumes to the power she must have in those knees and those legs and in those punches.
Absolutely. What we're going to see here in this fight, I think, in getting through the first round here, is I think you'll see Charmaine try to clinch up and throw some power knees right through the body.
Are you concerned when a fighter's got to, or if your wife's got to drop that type of weight, that she might not be 100% the next day?
Absolutely, that always plays into it. We don't usually come down this low in the fight. This fight was a special circumstance. It is difficult to find fights for the girls, so we take what we can get. And when this fight came up and 147 was the weight, we said we'd do it. You know, they pace it out and they do their best to get it where they can, but 147 is a little too light for Charmaine.
Just when we talked to Jessamyn the Gun Duke, we asked, good balance by Jessamyn the Duke Gun there. We see a lot of times people try to get taken down there.
Absolutely, Charmaine tried to do a foot sweep there, and that was good balance. Pretty even first round, I'd say. Both girls are feeling their feet. Both girls are feeling each other.
Once again, I want to remind to the representative from Taylor's Volkswagen. After this fight, we're going to need a representative to get a little photo ops in the ring with the fighter.
I think you'll see a little bit more explosiveness coming out here in the second round. I think both girls are going to come out firing a little harder in this round.
So tough round to call. What would be the ways that you're able to actually score points? So it's more striking kicks. The foot sweep, if she would have got that, would that count as points?
Absolutely. What
are you looking for knockdowns, or what are you looking
Absolutely.
for?
You're looking for point scoring, similar to boxing with the elbows, knees, and punches. You're also looking for who takes aggression in the round, who controls the round. That's how you score this. And based on aggression. If you're the pushing forward constantly, you're the aggressor. That scores you points. Whether you land punch it out, the aggressor. The point scoring, definitely foot sweeps and kicks, absolutely. Usually the aggressor is going to come on top.
Show respect, both fighters. Touching gloves on the way in. Yeah. Hard leg kicks.
They're both trying to clinch. They're both trying to throw knees inside. There's a nice uppercut by Charmaine.
When I was talking to Jessamyn the Gun Duke, she did mention that her mom used to be a competitive marathoner, and it seems very interesting. A lot of people have families that are always competitive and they get into sports like this.
Yeah, it seems more and more. Charmaine's got two boys, 14 and 10, Joshua and Christian. They've both been in the sport for a few years now. Under AJ at Complete MMA, and they had their first tournament a few months back, and Christian, at 10 years old, won double gold in the tournament, in his first tournament.
Oh, congratulations, that's great. It's
running
in the family.
So they hope to be black belts by the time they're 18 and compete as soon as possible.
Yeah, it looks like they have a fantastic kids program over at Complete MMA, and you look at the commercial that we showed one point during the event.
It's growing every week. We get more and more kids down there from the ages of 6 to 12 for the kids program. They watch it on TV like everyone else. They want to be fighters. And AJ and Jan Steen, they put a great program on down there for the kids, teach them discipline, respect, and they have a lot of fun. It's called MMA, Martial Arts for Kids, and they really enjoy it.
So if I was a parent, I mean, because you see some mixed martial arts, and you have a lot of people that actually are dead set against it, and typically when I find out that people are like fighting in a cage or fighting in a ring and that type of thing, they have a really archaic or an old view of how it's just brawling and there's not the technical stuff involved. You obviously got your kids in there for that. Tell me a little bit about what you would say to a parent that says, why would I ever want to do that?
Well, a couple of reasons. You know, first and foremost, it's discipline. Like most martial arts, it's a great discipline. It keeps them exercised and focused. I think any sport you can put a kid in helps them stay out of trouble, and it just gives them a good viewpoint.
Let's get round 2.
It's a good message. It's a good message to hear, and I think that a lot of parents would like to put their kids into that. Make sure that they have the ability to be strong in certain situations. Bullying can be kind of a tough sort of thing at schools today, and it sounds like the club itself has got a good kids program.
Absolutely. AJ and both Jans and AJ are great with the kids. The kids have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. You know, they're protected and under the careful watch at all times. And it's not a complete contact. You know, they're doing a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and just learning how to defend themselves and keeping good shape. Here we go with the third round. I think this is going to be a big one. The fight's very close right now. I think we're looking for a big finisher.
And while this third round's going on and both fighters start throwing.
Now here we go, now we're going.
I'm going to take a moment to talk a little bit about the Saskatchewan Martial Arts Association. The Saskatchewan Martial Arts Association is a Saskport provincial sport governing body. The SMAA includes a wide range of martial arts schools and governs many open martial arts competitions in Saskatchewan. The SMAA is one of the few open martial arts bodies in Saskatchewan, meaning it's not style specific. The SMAA welcomes all recognized styles of martial arts and strives to promote alliances and camaraderie throughout its many members and styles in the association. The SMA includes mixed martial arts across Saskatchewan with many different martial arts styles. All member schools are run by certified black belts, and information on member schools to find a school, you can see you can go to www.saskmma.com. And an explosive beginning to the third round.
This is a fantastic round. These girls are both kicking and swinging it out like crazy. Charmaine's gonna land a big punch here. Looks like we have a timeout. Headgear's all messed up. So in sportsmanship, you saw where Jasmine's headgear was to the side, Charmaine backed off. That's what you see in this sport. It's amazing.
Good sportsmanship for sure.
Strong finish we're gonna see here.
So when you see the push kicks and the side kicks and these are all combinations.
Yeah! That's an amazing takedown by Charmaine Tweet. That's what you're looking for.
So a hard leg kick on one leg, that's
that brought
down.
the crowd alive. In a close fight like this, something like that can be the deciding factor.
Everything matters. Every moment, every punch, every kick.
Everything. 10 seconds left in the fight. They're going to finish strong here. This is a close fight. It'll be hard to call. Oh, that was an amazing fight, Jeff.
Great fight.
That's why it's nice to be an announcer, not a judge. Fights like this are very close to call.
Absolutely, and great show of sportsmanship by both fighters, hugging each other in the ring, and there just seems to be a real camaraderie.
Absolutely. These fighters,
in this sport.
Sorry, Jeff. These fighters count on a lot of things too. Most of them have local sponsorship. You know, well, I know both Charmaine and Jessamyn.
Gotta say, what a performance from these ladies.
Have their friends and family help them get to these tournaments. It's, you know, we always want to give a big shout out to some of these, like Taylor Volkswagen, SS Luxury Gear, things like that for helping these fighters get here.
Do we got a representative from Taylor
There's a lot of money in
Volkswagen?
Sport. These girls do it for the love of it.
You're absolutely right, Cord. Nobody gets here alone. It really takes a village to help people like this.
I gotta say that much. All right, we're gonna find out. Judges are putting their heads together. We're gonna see who's gonna be the winner.
And so far, we've had one unanimous decision and two majority decisions in our fights that have gone to the card so far.
Yes,
and then we got the level of Rhiannon from the Wolf 104.9. She's going to do a little post questions to the winner. All right, ladies, let's bring it to the center of the ring. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner. At the end of the third round by unanimous decision in the red corner. Charmaine Tweet!
And the crowd going crazy once again. Charmaine Tweet, 11-1-1. Reality TV star, movie star, mother of two.